This is fentanyl, which is ripping the black community in shreds. And it has targeted the young people. Has targeted the young people and tearing the black community to pieces. And now, those vapes that you smoke have fentanyl in them. A lot of them have fentanyl in them now. They just found 4 different brands of those vapes that have fentanyl in them. 50 times powerful than morphine. This is wiping our people out. It is sprayed on marijuana. In the liquid form, it is sprayed on marijuana. And it's wiping our young people out. Wiping our young people out. And let's just break that down for a minute. Peace and blessings, Brother Ricardo Matthews. And a brother who we went to school and graduated together, receiving our addiction counselors' licenses and certifications. Fentanyl is a painkiller. Fentanyl is a painkiller, correct? Let's break this thing down. And I'll show you how deep this rabbit hole goes. It was designed for cancer patients and it came in patches. When they found out that it had the same effect, but 50 times more than opioids or morphine, they start putting it in powder form, putting it on the street. Now, if it's a painkiller, which a lot of people use, and I understand why they use it, because it's for the internal pain. It's for the internal pain. It numbs the trauma. It numbs the internal pain, the spiritual discomfort, the moral castration, the low self-esteem, the low self-worth that goes on inside the person. It numbs that. And then the bonus is it gives a euphoric effect. And so you look at it on an external level, but it's really an internal trauma that these drugs are used to numb our brothers and sisters. See, if you numb the black community, you numb them internally, you will never have to worry about them ever having an insurrective or revolutionary mindset. They will always go along with the program. And the program of indoctrination, that is the religion, which is a drug itself, which removes you out of the picture, that tells you that you don't have any power. But it won't allow you, for you Christians, to tap into the Christ consciousness. Not the physical individual, the make-believe that's going to crack the sky and come down in shower shoes and flip-flops and no underwears with a beard and hair all the way down his ass and unbathed. There's one man that's going to walk and fix everything. No, it's the Christ consciousness. When they talking about the Son, they're not talking about the S-O-N. They talking about the S-U-N. The strongest and the most premier element of the universe, which gives life and life to everything. This is why the pineal gland has to have a diet of sunlight and H2O and water on a daily and consistent basis to remain concentrated. See, the Neanderthal is afraid of the sun. That's the only thing on this planet, all 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth, they can't get along with that sun, the sun. And that's why the pineal glands, theirs are calcified. This is why you, and this is why you have these movies, vampire movies. This is why they're nocturnal. Dracula, creepy, turning into a goddamn bat, flying on your windowsill at night, sucking your blood, which is another ritual, which is practiced daily and consistent today among these circles of people and these globalists. So when we look deep into this shit, look deep into this. And see, we've been trained that we don't have that type of power, but we do. And if you're not convinced that you don't have it, why has it been that we have survived every Holocaust and every attempt to eradicate and exterminate us, and we're still standing here as we speak tonight in the physical form of those who came before us? Peace and blessings, brother Kamal Mwanza. Ripping our people apart. See, this is just all this does is give comfort to your situation, to your social situation, to your educational situation. Being homeless, being unemployed, being an ex-felon, not being responsible, not being a father, not being a mother, not being a son, not being a daughter. This is the comfort that it gives, where it numbs you, where you don't have to feel the harsh reality of your existence. And these globalists know this. And they're getting younger and younger and younger. This is why I said it's time for us to stop this bullshit and get busy. Peace and blessings, our street law soldiers need to bees, and start getting busy. They love this situation when they got us like this. And this is what they did in the 60s. During the era of the Panthers. When those brothers came back from Vietnam with all of these, when they allowed them, the military allowed them to go into the opioid dens in Saigon and the Ho Chi Minh Trail and get strung out as a way to deal with mass murder and bloodshed and carnage. And when they brought those habits back home, they allowed them to bring those habits back home as a coping mechanism to dealing with trauma, bloodshed, and carnage without any type of therapy. See, PTSD wasn't even heard of. And so it spread it like wildfire. Richard Nixon, Henry Kissinger, Zbigniew Brzezinski, Noam Chomsky, and others. And Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover, put together a plot because the Panthers were on the rise. They were on the rise. The real Panthers. I'm not talking about none of these Panthers out here. They about effective as some wet toilet paper today. I'm talking about the real ones. Who followed instructions. Who stood in formation. Who wasn't tripping off who's going to be the leader and all this bullshit. And so that was a tactic that they used to destroy the revolutionary spirit in the black community. And we have not fully recovered yet. And we're going out. Since 2023, there's been 200,000 fentanyl overdoses. And each and every one of you on this live, you either know somebody that left here from a fentanyl overdose, or you know somebody that's currently on it. This is how they play ball.
Black woman, black hips, black kiss, black lips, afro with a black pig. Love when you talk that blackish. Black man, black fist,
Vokal Dialect,
black grip,
like, comment, subscribe.
Vokal Dialect podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Vokal Dialect podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.
Black schools, black scholars, black doctors, black designers, black garments, black stage,